So today I'm going to demonstrate single-handed tacking with a Windvane Hydrovane. My skills have improved a bit since one of my last tacking videos with the Hydrovane. By all means, if anybody has any questions or comments, just post them. I'll do my best to respond. You can see here I've got a tack soon, through the wind. I've got some land ahead there, and you can see the channel that I've got to tack into, and there's another headland there that I'm hoping I can make once I tack single-handed, so I'm clipping in as much as I can. I want to wait sort of, well, not to the last minute, but I definitely want to wait to get as far as I can to make that headland. So right now I'm close haul, going as close to the wind as I can. And the first thing I'm doing here, as you can see, I'm turning the Hydrovane to bring it over onto the other tack. You can see the boat moving there now. I'm bringing the Hydrovane across through the eye of the wind and over to approximately a 45-degree angle off the other side. So it's going to end up on the other side, on the other tack. The boat now is, the jib is backed. So I've left everything, brought the Hydrovane through the wind onto the other tack, and the jib is currently backed. So now, once the boat has come through the eye of the wind, now I'm letting the sail out on the port side and bringing it in on the starboard side, and I'm effectively on a close hauled course right now, so I've got to crank the jib in as much as I can. So I'm going to leave the boat where it is. It might not be on the perfect angle, but I'm going to oversheet the jib for where I'm at right now. So I want to crank it in as close as I can to the stays without touching the stays, and which takes a bit of work, of course, especially if I'm oversheeting. But I just want to get it, maybe an inch or so off the stays, and because I'm trying to go from close hauled to close hauled, so I want to be as close to the wind as I can so that I can get past the other headland on the other tack. So now I'm checking my wind direction, my apparent wind direction on the top of the mast. Take out the winch handle, have a look, and go, oh no, actually I can crank that in a little bit more, a couple more turns, just to get it that much closer to the stays without touching the stays as the boat's settling in on this tack. You can see the Windvane is now doing its thing. It's steering, and so I'm going to go back to the captain's spot, and just I'm adjusting the wheel there. You can see I moved the wheel slightly on the brake to just help me head up just a little bit more. I really want to point as high as I can to miss this headland. In this case, I'm less worried about speed than I am about getting past the headland. I'm checking my telltales, coming forward with the control lines on the Hydrovane, and at this point I'm seeing the telltales are kind of flying on the inside a bit, which means I'm at the limits of how far I can head up, and I start to tie off the guidelines and then say, well, actually, you know what, let's let the boat settle in and let me have another look here, checking my apparent wind. Okay, there you go. So now I'm making a very fine adjustment to go a little bit higher upwind with the control lines on the Hydrovane. Adjusting the wheel slightly. Okay, sort of want to go take care of some of that weather helm with the wheel. Bringing it back just a touch. and then having a look. The idea here is use the wheel to address weather helm more or less, so the Hydrovane is free to steer the boat. In theory, you don't want to have the Hydrovane counteracting the weather helm. You want the wheel to do that little bit of work, and then have the Hydrovane steer. So I'm comfortable now that I've got things about as tuned as I can, and now I'm just going to kind of watch and have a look and enjoy the reach. Single-handed, the sails in place, the main sheeted in, the jib sheeted in as far as we can go, and you know, the boat's heeling, but not overtly. I'm not overpowered. I'm nicely powered in this 10 to 15 knots, and it's probably, you know, it might be 2 to 3 foot chop here in the Gulf Islands of British Columbia. So beautiful sailing day. There you go. Looks like I'm gonna miss that headland. It looks like between being close hauled and pointing as high as I can, bucking a bit of current, I'm still gonna make it past that headland. So now I'm just enjoying the reach. I got probably a couple of, 2 or 3 mile reach if I can get past this headland, and on a beautiful day. 10 to 15 knots, shorts and t-shirt in the cockpit in the Gulf Islands, which is pretty rare in the wind, gotta say. So this is really a perfect sailing day. Just a beautiful day. If anybody has any questions, ask away. Certainly try to answer as many as I can. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for next time. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.